Comic book community, what is up? Longobox Love Affair here, back from a tent sale. You can see the tent behind me. Third Eye Comics in Annapolis has their annual tent sale. They open the doors. It is boiling hot in there. And everything was, they had dollar books, they had $5 variants, thousands and thousands of comics. So I had really great success last year. This year, I filled up almost a full short box and paid $50 for that. Some variants, some run fillers, some just books I wouldn't pick up normally unless it was cheaper than $1. Maybe some gems. So let me show you what I picked up for $1, and let me know what you think of this haul. All right, I'm sitting on the floor for this one because there's just so many books. So this is almost a full short box, and they had a deal where you could fill a whole short box for $50, a long box for, I think it was like $80, and then they had variants for $5 each. So I have a mixture of mostly dollar books and then variants, but really when you count the books and how much I bought and how much I spent, I paid less than $1 for each of these books. So I probably have like 70 books here. So I'm going to try to go through them pretty quickly. I'm not going to try to talk too much about them. I will identify them, and some of these are great. Some of these are just ones I thought were fun covers. So there are some surprises in there. So let's check it out. Magnus Robot Fighter number 3 with the cards. First Tikla. Or W23, well, maybe not Tikla. Avengers Forever number 2. This first of the Captain, or the new Captain Marvel, Genis Veal. First Signal, Batman number 1. Batman and the Signal number 1. Captain America variant, Olivier Coipel. First Black Order and New Avengers. New Mutants 29, First Strong Guy. And a couple variants of Avengers number 1. Thought this was just a cool cover. Monolith number 1, 2 copies. This came out recently. So did this one. 2 copies of High on Life. So this is one that was like on the Key Collector app. I noticed it. Knew nothing about it, just happened to see. Marvel Comics Presents 157. It's the flip book. Just a really cool Nick Fury cover. Rogue and Gambit number 1. Secret Wars previews number 1, and the other preview. Actually, this is the preview of a different issue of Secret Wars, but this is issue number 1 of the preview. Just picked it up. You know, sometimes those preview issues take off. I'm not sure that will happen. True Believers of the X-Men Age of Apocalypse. I don't have that one. They had a lot of copies of this because it's now no longer hot, but the first Yara Flora, the new Wonder Woman that was in Future State. Is she still around? Maybe someone can let me know. Savage Dragon. There was only 2 Savage Dragons I saw, and this one was the Ryan Otley variant, which I do not have. Picked up a couple copies of The Vision. So there was only like 3 specific issues, and I got 2 sets of those. Secret Wars variant cover featuring those alternative universe Marvel characters. Meet the Skrulls number 1. I've not seen this before. It's like a direct edition of the Web of Spider-Man 117. So usually it was a foil cover. It's the beginning of the Clone Saga. Marauders number 1. A Todd McFarlane Infinity Inc. Annual number 1. Yep. Wallace West first appearance. Flash Annual 3. X-Men Gold 30, the finale. This is the marriage of Rogue and Gambit, which I don't own, so I'm looking to read that again now. Noctera number 1. This was hot. I don't know if it still is. Oh, I picked up another copy, so I guess I got 3 copies of this. Amazing Spider-Man 19, Dead No More. Picked up a bunch of these, you'll see in a second. And then this was just sitting there. It's like the previews version of Deathmate. These are hard to find. And I have a couple copies, so it was nice to add this in there. Marvel Comics Presents 152. Cool Greenberg Wolverine color. Warlock Rebirth. I had ordered this from my LCS. They didn't get this version in, so I don't like Phil Noto's art. I'm not a big fan of Phil Noto, but I love this cover. Captain Britain and M13 number 1. Cool to find that. Picked up some Art Adams Amazing Spider-Man covers. 82, 81, 80. A Thor variant cover to 21. This is the living, the Mjolnir lightning in the bottle, I guess, or whatever they call it. X Factor, just these are triples or quadruples for me. X Factor 70 and 69. Some of my favorite nostalgia issues. This is a really cool issue. I was hoping to find more of this run. Silver Surfer 11. This issue won awards for how it was presented. You had to read it two different ways because of the Infinity or the Mobius strip, the Mobius loop. Flash 21 Direct Edition. This is the Button storyline when they were trying to bring in Watchmen characters to DC Universe. Were they successful? We'll see. Deadpool 9. I've always liked this cover, and so since I was just trying to fill this up, I was like, let's get it. A couple copies of What If Miles Morales #1. So that one and that one. Not sure if any of these are like incentives. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Copy of Hulk #1, the Ryan Otley one. Wolverine, Red Blood. Oh, I got two copies of those. I'm surprised. Black, White, and Blood. Two copies of that cover. Again, I was just trying to fill the box, and there was a whole bunch of these Demon Days Black Cape books. So I got a bunch of these, and then there's the Virgins there. So this really cool Psylocke. I think I got 10 total. 5 Virgin, actually no, 9 total, and 4 trade dress. I can't remember. I said it was David Mack artwork. Savage Dragon 266. They moved to San Francisco. Once in Future variant cover. These are some of the first books I picked up. Fantastic Four Life Story #1. 2 copies. Potentially this is the inspiration for the new movie, so good book to pick up. And then, oh gosh, 3 copies of Fantastic Four Life Story #2. I'd only picked up 1 in the past, so I'll be curious to read these. And issue #3, the 80s. And I just picked up what they had. I have 5 copies. I didn't look afterwards. I just grabbed things, and I said to myself, if I fill the box and need to weed things out, I will weed things out. I thought these were tied into the Riri Williams storyline, but Invincible Iron Man 8 and what issue is this? 11 might be it's early Riri potentially. I'm not sure if she's in these issues. Secret Wars, issue #3. Issue #5, which was hot, might still be hot, and 2 copies of #7. Got Emperor Doom there, and #9. Why not? And then some really cool David Aja covers for Scarlet Witch. 11. I don't love this cover actually. 14. I got 2 copies of that. 2. 4. That's a cool one. And 9. I think issue 10 is the one with the pagoda style cover. I love that cover. That wasn't there. All right, let's see what these are. Bunch of Amazing Spider-Man from the Alex Ross cover run. The Dan Slott, Caminachuli, or Camicoli. Don't know how to say it. Amazing Spider-Man 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. These covers are beautiful. I have a full run already. 8. So these are just fun. These are like Zodiac. 10. This is right before the Red Goblin storyline. 11. And I think Red Goblin kind of reinvigorated everybody. 12. 13. 14. Regent, which they introduced in Secret Wars, so they're kind of bringing him into the fold in this storyline. Haven't seen him since. 16. 18. Another issue of 19. 26, 27, 28, 32. I love this cover. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And last batch, 29, 30, 31. This is a different run. This is a epilogue to the Spider-Verse. This is 15. Spider-Verse number 1. Edge of Spider-Verse number 4. And then the last books were some of the first ones I picked up. And it's literally 5 copies, well, 4 copies of the first issue of the Otley run. I pick these up whenever I find them for cheap, less than $1. And then, oh, yeah, 5. I'll admit, I saw this. I thought this was in the box. I didn't look at the orientation. I thought this was a variant cover, but no, it's just the back cover. So 5 issues of that. So that's the haul. That's the box. I got through those books in record time. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these books. I know that a bunch of these I want to read. Some of these I want to keep. Someday I probably will sell, but like I just have been feeling very unmotivated to sell. The market sucks. And you know, people are only looking for the hot keys. And it's all the other books that are harder to sell if people want them. But I'm not looking to make a quick buck. I'm not looking to do much with them right now. I was collecting for the joy of pulling these books. They were fun to me. And maybe there's some spec value to them, but ultimately, you know, I'm a collector. So I'm hoarding these right now. So I hope you've enjoyed this haul. I mean, there's a lot of fun books in here. I'm not sure what we'll do with these, but I got to rebag them at some point. And then I got to categorize them. I've already organized all of my X-Men books and Spider-Man books. So if these are going in that groupings, I need to figure out where they fit in my long boxes. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm going to let you go. Thanks for watching. I was a sweaty mess. I'm still sweaty and tired. I sweat through everything. So I'm going to relax the rest of the day. I have a party to go to tonight for someone's birthday and chill out. So thanks for joining this haul video. Hey, I'm doing another haul video about a week after my last one, so I'm getting back into the rhythm. And I will see you next time. All right, bye-bye.